Kind of afraid to click record, and I did again because I think I'm on a bit of a roll. And I'm just speaking and allowing the speaking to take me to places. And then I get fascinated by my own speaking and places that it takes me. So, what does my heart and my soul want to express in this moment? Am I milking the cow too much? Maybe it's time to stop. I don't know, but it feels like I'm riding a wave and I need to ride it for a little bit longer until I fall flat on my face and be like, this is it, I'm done. I love these morning practices. I literally turn on the camera and I speak and I express, and it's like one of my favorite moments actually in the day where I get to connect with myself. And also, at times I share a snippet of those practices with the world of YouTube and the world of web and the world of Matrix, which is fun. It's like, fuck, we're so blessed, we're so privileged to have all these platforms, all these resources, and yet no time. What? No time? And then the time needs to be created. We are privileged with the abundance of resources, and yet there's no time to use those resources. And so that's the journey of a creator in this day and age, is to really creating a sacred space and a sacred time for creation, whatever it is that is true in our hearts. Because it's so easy to get lost in, building the business, running a company, working for a company, and just being sucked into the vortex of the things and creations that are already happening for others, or things that we've created and taken momentum and taken maybe us out of control. And so I think it's important to create time for ourselves and for our creative craft, art, whatever that is, first thing in the morning. Like I do now, my art and craft, and one of the expressions of that is speaking. So I speak every morning. And this is what fills my heart. And the invitation is to think about what is it that fills your heart. And I want you to think out of the box. Not what you're already doing, not the business, not the company, not the hobbies, but really if I could craft 20 minutes every single day for you in your calendar every single morning, and I'll say I will take on everything else that needs to be taken care of, and I have that capacity. What would you do in those 20 minutes? What would you love to do? What perhaps you were used to do and get lost in your childhood, doing, whether that's coloring a book, or maybe that's singing, or maybe that's playing an instrument, or maybe it's just going for a peaceful walk somewhere. What is it that your heart deeply, truly, and authentically yearns to sprinkle on into your life each day? What is this small magical moment that if you would have time would really fill your heart and it create more fun and ease and flow in your life? Not outcome related, but just heart related, expression related. And for me, 10 minutes of recording this is my creative expression. I do artist dates where I do spontaneous trips and spontaneous buyings of things, and I sometimes also craft time for different things and different explorations, but I have that luxury. I've created that luxury for myself. But for someone who is really intensely involved in the matrix and in the loop of the doing, we need to pattern interrupt, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, whatever that is, inject Like it's almost like, you know, the wheel is spinning and we need to put a stick into it and just like, you know, just stop it. Just stop it. And inject some like heart-based magic into our days and into our lives, and let that bleed, and inform, you know, the rest of our days. And the life will be so much more fulfilled when you will dedicate that small tiny pocket of something from your heart in that day. I swear to God, your day will be changed, your months will be changed if you just inject 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour a day of just doing something not an outcome based, but heart based and self expression based, and something maybe even ridiculous that you would think, oh, like, it's not worth the time, you know, I don't have time for that. That, my friend, is a gold. That is the key to like really tapping into and nourishing your soul. And you might not believe in soul, but just try that and you will experience whatever is the experience is for you, you know, however you want to wrap it up in. But I think it's super, super important to set the tone for the day and tend to our own little hearts first before we tend to the world and to all the other responsibilities. So I hope this inspires, you know, the creation of small little pocket for yourself and for your heart, and service for, you know, more beauty and delightfulness for life, because life can get so monotonous and so fast and so intense and stressful. It's like one day when you will have time will not come. I swear to God, it will just get busier and busier and more hectic. So it's an intervention that we have to do, you know, as I said, with the stick into the wheel. It's like, for our fulfillment, for our fun, for our, I'm looking for a word, for our like deep nourishment of ourselves that we're so deprived of. So this is it.